Sherlock Hound is the latest release from Figma's line of 6-inch action figures, and that's 6-inch plus or minus, but roughly this is a 15 centimeter 6-inch action figure. Sherlock Hound is another character from the Japanese-Italian collaboration that brought us Lupin. So this is, again, another, I'm going to butcher it, Hayao Miyazaki character. And that is the gentleman who founded Studio Ghibli, My Neighbor Totoro. And as you'll probably find out, VB and I are huge fans of Studio Ghibli. Sherlock Hound comes with a number of accessories. Pictured here, you can see the gun, which is just a standard revolver. He also has a revolver hand. He also has a magnifying glass. He also comes with a hand for holding that. Additionally, he comes with a pipe, which is removable, leaving a hole in his mouth. It's better just to go ahead and leave that bad boy in. And of course the smoke is a articulated piece of accessory that goes into the pipe. The hat does kind of turn a little bit. I haven't been able to pop it off, and I probably won't pop it off. I don't know if it can pop off. The figure accessories are numerous. As with any Figma action figure, you get your standard stand, you get a bag to hold it all in. It's a Ziploc bag. You get an extra set of hands. Well, not just an extra. In this case, you get 3 sets of hands. This figure has an interesting feature in that it comes with some accessories so that you can sit him down with his trench coat. He comes with a regular shaped trench coat, and he's got 3 sets of eyes that you can put in. It looks like an extra ball joint for the wrist in case you break one. And then if you want to put his hands in his pockets, you've got a hands in the pockets type of posing arm. All right, let's take a look at the skirt here. I keep calling it the skirt. It does kind of look like a skirt, but it's actually the bottom of the trench coat. And it pops off very easily. And this is the action version. And you can see with the action version that the action version is posed kind of as though it's blowing in the wind, or it's the legs underneath are changing the way that it's looking. Then you have the regular trench coat. And that's just a straight up and down trench coat. And if you look at the difference here, you can see one is all action posy, the other one is vanilla. And then the final set is the sitting one. Let's just take a look at the sitting one for now. I'm not changing out his hands. As you can see, he should be able to sit in his car. And he does. And in fact, there's a gas pedal there, so he should be able to get one foot onto the gas pedal and the other one around the steering column, and then the steering column in the middle. Everything does move, as you can see here. This moves, and this moves, and the wheels move. So it's actually a pretty decent vehicle. It's a great accessory. It's a big accessory. So it's not just a little 6-inch figure, it's also a big accessory. As mentioned, Sherlock Hound comes with a vanilla posed trench coat bottom. And there we go. And then we have the other one here. Excellent. As mentioned earlier, this is the second collaboration with, or one of the collaborations with Miyazaki, and I believe it's Rai, R-A-I, which is the Italian channel, which brought us Lupin. And luckily enough, Sherlock Hound and Lupin do fit well together, even though they're produced by 2 different companies. Figma is from Max Factory, which makes Sherlock Hound, and Lupin comes from SH Figure Arts, which is made by Bandai. All right, let's go back to Sherlock Hound. It's got tons and tons of joint. As you've seen earlier, it's got ball jointed hips. The ball jointed hips allow it to move out and move forward and move back, and also to have a little bit of a swivel in there. You don't get much movement when the waistcoat is on, but you know, for a guy who's just sitting around, you probably don't need much. And if you always need the action, you can put the other waistcoat bottom on. He does have a standard hinged knee, and in this case he's got a ball jointed, as you can see, a ball jointed ankle and then hinged toes. That allows for actually some pretty serious movement. He's got a ball jointed waist, ball jointed head. Actually, it feels like a double ball, and probably lifting that up would expose that. He's got a ball jointed shoulder. Actually, it looks like it's one of those double ball jointed shoulders with a hinge and a swivel kind of built into it. And then it's got a standard hinged elbow. And then of course, it's got a ball hinge for the wrists. Most of the hands are pretty easy to pop on and off. They come off like that. This is the pipe holding hand. So when his pipe's not in his mouth, he can hold it like this. The other thing you can do is you can pop off the arms. I have not done this, so let's hope that it works for video's sake. Looks like the whole joint came out. Is for his left hand, and we should be able to kind of do the whole, I got my hands in my pocket while I'm holding you up. Very cool and sly. As you can see, this guy can pose. He's built to pose. He's got a ton of articulation, and he is actually a lot of fun to pose. He's fun to pose in his car, but I actually find posing him outside of his car is kind of cool. He's pretty much hand candy, and you can do some good posing with this guy. The toe joint helps without a doubt. You can kind of get some good classic shoot 'em up action type poses. That is Figma Sherlock Hound. He is available now on most stores. Big Bad Toy Store has him for pre-order for $94.99, so you can definitely get him from one of your local American distributors. So go out there and pick him up today.